Hey, welcome back to the series that we've been doing on Evermore. I've been going track by track to see if I can find a deeper meaning within each of the songs. Today we're on track 4, which is titled "'Tis the Damn Season," so let's just get started.
If I wanted to know who you were hanging with while I was gone, I would have asked you. It's the kind of cold, fogs up windshield glass, but I felt it when I passed you. There's an ache in you.
This is already a little bit irrelevant, but it is the worst thing when it's so cold outside and all of your windows get fogged up and you have to spend like 10 minutes just trying to defrost it. Kind of a pet peeve. I'm very thankful sometimes that I live in the South where that doesn't ever really happen, but when it does, it's like catastrophic for us.
Put there by the ache in me. But if it's all the same to you, it's the same to me. So we could call it even. You could call me babe for the weekend. 'Tis the damn season, write this down. I'm staying at my parents' house, and the road not taking looks real good now. And it always leads to you in my hometown. I parked my car right between the Methodist and the school that used to be ours. The holidays linger like bad perfume. You can run but only so far. I escaped it too. Remember how you watched me leave?
So that felt like a good point to stop and actually go back and read those lyrics. So let's do that now. So it said, if I wanted to know who you were hanging with while I was gone, I would have asked you. It's the kind of cold that fogs up windshield glass, but I felt it when I passed you. There's an ache in you put there by the ache in me. But if it's all the same to you, it's the same to me. So we can call it even. You can call me babe for the weekend. 'Tis the damn season. Write this down. I'm staying at my parents' house, and the road not taken looks real good now. And it always leads to you in my hometown. So with that first verse and the chorus, it kind of tells me that this is a relationship that you call up when you're bored in your hometown. And this shows that it's around Christmas time, so it's like rekindling that situationship just while you're home. Maybe it's like a childhood crush, or like I said, maybe it's just like an ex relationship that you know you can call up when you're in town. And then that second verse said, I parked my car right between the Methodist and the school that used to be ours. The holidays linger like bad perfume. You can run, but only so far. I escaped it too. Remember how you watched me leave, but if it's okay with you, it's okay with me. So they're kind of going back to their old stomping grounds or like their school, just familiar places that maybe had references to their relationship. And then I like the lyrics that say the holidays linger like bad perfume. I think of like, I don't mean this offensively, but like old lady perfume, like stuff that like my grandma wears, that does linger. Like you know that she has been in a room when she's around. So it kind of makes me think of that because for a lot of people, the holidays are a great time of the year, but sometimes if you don't have the best family life or if you don't get along super well, you need that. You start feeling like you're suffocating a little bit, especially if you come home for weeks at a time. Like I think about like someone coming home from school or college or something like that, and they plan to stay with their extended family for a week. And you could usually do a weekend, but sometimes a week is a lot to handle, especially when you haven't been around those people. So she's finding solace by going meet up with someone that she used to talk to in her life. And it kind of seems like they went on their own paths because she said, you remember how you watched me leave? So that kind of makes me think that this person never left town while she went out and found herself, became famous. If this is about her, I know these are not always biographical, but this person decided to go pursue other things than staying in that town. And so this person's kind of like waiting for them just to show back up.
But if it's okay with you, it's okay with me. We could call it even. You could call me babe for the weekend. 'Tis the damn season, write this down. I'm staying at my parents' house, and the road not taking looks real good now. Time flies, messy as the mud on your truck tires. Now I'm missing your smile, hear me out. We could just
Messy as the mud on your truck tires makes me think of the Chevy door from Champagne Problems.
ride around, and the road not taking looks real good now. And it always leads to you in my hometown.
So that verse as a whole said Time flies, messy as the mud under truck tires. Now I'm missing your smile, hear me out. We could just ride around and take the and the road not taken looks real good now, and it always leads to you in my hometown. So I take those lyrics literally, but also not literally at the same time, because it does sound like she is going for a ride to like escape her family, and she's like, let's just go ride around. I don't care what we do, I just want to hang out with you. Then at the same time, there's that saying that you take the road less traveled by. Usually it's the better option, but I'm not sure if it's the better option in this situation, just because you're kind of maybe calling up an ex, and maybe this person is an amicable ex, but that usually isn't the best idea. But I take that like in a figuratively way, because she's taking the road less traveled by something that maybe she hasn't done in a really long time, or just never thought she'd be doing right now.
Sleeping half the day just for old time's sake. I won't ask you to wait if you don't ask me to stay. So I'll go back to.
I love those lyrics where it says sleep in half the day just for old time's sake. That also makes me think of someone coming home from like college or something like that. And when you're at your family's house and you're in your childhood room, you can't help but have those memories of like when you were a teenager, a kid. You just kind of get that nostalgia. And especially if you don't have a lot going on when you're going home to your parents' house, you just revert back to waking up at 2 p.m. because they take care of everything, like your laundry, everything like that. I know that from very personal experiences, that you just completely revert into that childhood version of yourself.
So I'll go back to LA and the so-called friends who write books about me if I ever make it, and wonder about the only soul who can tell which smiles I'm faking, and the heart I know I'm breaking is my own. To leave the warmest bed I've ever known.
Okay, wait, let me read that bridge real quick. It says, sleep in half the day just for old time's sake. I won't ask you to wait if you don't ask me to stay. So I'll go back to LA and my so-called friends who write books about me if I ever make it, and wonder about the only soul who could tell which smiles I'm faking, and the heart I'm breaking. And the heart I know I'm breaking is my own, to leave the warmest bed I've ever known. So I have been referring to this person as an ex, but maybe this was a good breakup where they only broke up because of the distance, because she's like looking for a reason for this person just to say, stay here with me, I want you to stay, because maybe that person didn't do it the first time around and she's only been waiting for that person just to say, I want you. And then she mentions going back to LA and her so-called friends who write books about her, so like no one really knows her in the actual life that she leads on a day-to-day basis. It's more surface level friendship, and then that's why her heart is breaking so hard, because when she goes back to her hometown, the people there know her and really know who she is. So it's kind of taking away that element of the fakeness between people, because I see the connection with that, with to leave the warmest bed I'd ever known. It kind of is like the warm feeling that you get when you're just around family or just people that you're really close to in your life. So I really enjoy these comparisons.
And I'll be yours for the weekend. 'Tis the damn season. We could call it even. You could call me babe for the weekend. 'Tis the damn season. Write this down. I'm staying at my parents' house, and the road not taking looks real good now. Time flies, messy as the mud on your truck tires. Now I'm missing your smile. Hear me.
I also didn't mention it, but I really like that it's called "'Tis the Damn Season," because you would think that it's going to be an upbeat, happy, like almost Christmas song. That's kind of what I was thinking going into it, but it's more of the unspoken, the holidays are a drag without you.
Yeah, we could just ride around, and the road not taking looks real good now, and it always leads to you in my hometown. It always leads to you in my hometown.
All right, so that was the end of "'Tis the Damn Season." I feel like I've said this with almost every track on Evermore, but I think this might be my new favorite track. I feel like I really shouldn't be shocked, but I'm actually a little bit shocked that how much I'm enjoying Evermore. Out of the 3 albums I've listened to, Midnight's, Red, and Folklore, I think Folklore was my favorite. But if this album continues to be like this, I feel like it's going to contend for my favorite Taylor Swift album so far. But thank you for watching. Let me know if there's any added perspective or anything that I missed within this song. I'd love to know. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.